The cable screams above him before he understands he's falling. The elevator shuddering in a slow, unnatural descent that feels deliberate, like something is lowering him by hand instead of gravity pulling him down. The lights flicker, violently white to black to a dim, pulsing red end. The air turns metallic in his throat. The digital display glitches. 12. Once. 9. 5. 2. Skipping numbers like broken thoughts, he slams his palm against the buttons. Nothing responds. The numbers drop past 0. 1. The car jerks hard enough to rattle his teeth. 2. His breathing fogs faintly in the stale air. -3. The elevator stops. The building only has 12 floors. The doors slide open anyway. A long concrete hallway stretches outward under dim red emergency lighting. Walls sweating, moisture, the scent of rust and something coppery hanging thick and unmistakable. At the far end stands a Munalder thinner, gray in his hair, blood soaking through a torn shirt directly over the heart. The man lifts his head slowly, and even from this distance, the resemblance is undeniable. It's his face, just aged by years and regret. "You came back," the older version whispers, voice dry and frayed. The doors begin sliding shut. "Don't go back up." Darkness swallows the hallway as the elevator seals him inside and jolts upward, the numbers correcting themselves as if nothing happened. 1. 3, 6, 9. 12. When the doors open, red and blue lights flash across the 12th floor corridor. Police tape stretches from wall to wall. Neighbors whisper in stunned murmurs. 2 paramedics wheel out a stretcher. On it lies his body, eyes open, shirt soaked with blood in the exact place he saw downstairs. He doesn't understand at first. His brain refuses to assemble the image into meaning. He steps forward, reaching instinctively, but his hand passes through the gurney, as if through cold smoke. "Time of deaths, at least an hour ago," one paramedic mutters. "An hour." Evan looks down at himself. No wound. No blood yet. The metallic smell lingers in his nostrils. His thoughts feel distant, as if they belong to someone else narrating his disbelief. "I'm not dead. I'm here. I'm thinking..." The elevator dings softly behind him. Door still open, waiting. He backs into it without looking away from his own corpse. The doors close. The numbers flicker again. -3. The descent is smoother this time, almost welcoming. When the doors open, the red hallway feels narrower, closer, like lungs tightening. "Hey," steps out. The older version of himself stands only a few feet away now, leaning against the wall, leaving a smear of blood behind him. Up close, the resemblances were same. Scar near the eyebrow, same nervous twitch in the jaw. "You shouldn't have pushed," the older Evan says quietly. "You kept digging." Memories surface late nights, researching tenant deaths in the building. Files that didn't align. Security footage that glitched between certain hours. Maintenance records that referenced sub-basement access that officially didn't exist. 3 tenants, over 10 years. All ruled accidental. All found alone. All with elevator malfunctions, noted in reports that were quietly sealed. "This isn't real," Evan whispers. Tug, a Eason t-shirt who he's convincing. The older version gives a tired smile. "That's what I said." The red lights flicker, and for a split second, the hallway looks less like concrete and more like the inside of an elevator shaft. Cables lining the walls, darkness yawning on either side. "You think you're investigating the building?" The older Evan continues, voice weakening. "But the building investigates you." A low mechanical hum vibrates through the floor. "What are you?" Evan demands. The older version steps closer, and Evan notices something subtle but horrifying. The blood on his shirt is fresh, still spreading. "I'm what happens when you don't listen." The lights cut out entirely. In the darkness, Evan feels a hand grip, his wrist cold, solid. The lights snap back on, and he's alone in the hallway. No older version. No blood. Only a single elevator door at the far end now, where there hadn't been one before. It stands open. Inside, the display reads 12. He walks toward. It's slowly, dread pooling in his stomach. The air grows colder with each step. When he reaches the elevator, he hesitates only a second before stepping inside. The doors close instantly. The ascent feels wrong too fast, then too slow, like time stretching. When the doors open again, he's back on the 12th floor. The police tape is gone. The hallway is quiet. His apartment door stands ajar. Inside, the lights are on. He enters cautiously. The metallic smell hits him first. In the center of the living room lies a body, his body. But this time, the blood is fresh, still pooling outward, creeping across the hardwood floor. A kitchen knife rests beside his hand. His hand. The angle of the wound is unmistakable. No, he whispers, stepping back. That's not. The elevator dings behind him again. Turns. The doors are open inside his living room now, impossibly embedded where the hallway wall should be. The display reads -3. From within the elevator stands the older version of himself, no longer bleeding, no longer weak.com. Watching. You always come back up, the older Evan says softly. You always want proof. Evan's thoughts race, fragments colliding. I didn't kill myself. I wouldn't. But he remembers the envelope. Stop digging. He remembers the last article draft accusing the building owner of falsified maintenance logs. He remembers the call he ignored that night, the sudden certainty that something was beneath the building, something hidden. The older version steps forward. The first time you found out, you couldn't live with it, he says, so you tried to leave. The red hallway flickers into existence around them both, overlapping the apartment like two realities misaligned. The second time, the older Evan continues. You thought if you saw it coming, you could stop it. The elevator display glitches between 12 and -3 rapidly now. How many times? Evan asks. Barely audible, the older version tilts his head. You really don't remember. The walls begin to shift, revealing layers of the same scene stacked over one another, multiple versions of his body being wheeled away, multiple police lines, multiple elevator descents. The building doesn't kill you, the older Evan says. It keeps you. A deafening metallic snap echoes overhead. The room lurches sideways, as if gravity has rotated. Evan stumbles, grabbing at air. The older version leans in close, whispering directly into his ear. Voice no longer hoarse, but steady and certain. You are the malfunction. Suddenly Evan understands, not fully, but enough. Every investigation, every article, every discovery. He was never uncovering something hidden beneath the building. He was uncovering himself. Each time he learns the truth that he died, that he chose it, that the elevator never malfunctioned, his mind fractures and resets, constructing floor -3 as a place to warn himself, a psychological sub-basement. A loop. The red hallway is memory trying to surface. The older version isn't future, it's accumulation, the sum of every cycle that remembered longer than he did. The elevator doors begin to close between them. Wait, Evan says, stepping forward. But the older version doesn't move. Don't go back up, the older Evan repeats gently. The doors seal. Darkness. A moment later, a soft ding. The doors open. He stands inside the elevator alone. The display reads 12. The doors slide open to flashing red and blue lights. Police tape. Paramedics. His body on a stretcher. Again, he steps forward, watching himself being wheeled past. One paramedic shakes his head. Elevator malfunction, he mutters. Third one this year. Evan freezes. Third one. This year. As the stretcher passes the corpse's eyes, his eyes shift slightly. Not much, just enough to break the stillness. They move. They look directly at him, and for a fraction of a second, the corpse's lips twitch, barely forming the words. Don't go back up. The elevator dings behind him once more. He doesn't turn around. Faith to black.